Hi cuties, welcome to Kitty Cat Circus. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a really simple clown makeup look. Today we're going to be using red, white, and black grease paint. You can also just make do with some lipstick and some eyeliner and some white eyeshadow. Get creative, make use of what you've got. I've spent this season doing makeup for my friends before their performances at the Paradise Circus in Thailand. This makeup look has been used a few times on friends, and it's just a really simple, easy go-to for just changing the face, just emphasizing the face. If you just need a little something and you don't have a lot of time, this is really great go-to. When you're ready, let's get started. Okay, make sure you've got your hair out of your face. That will definitely help your sanity in the process of makeup. We're just gonna start with the eyes. So on the eyes, as you can see, they've got just like a little bit of white there. So instead of using grease paint, I'm personally choosing to use Lumiere LUX Powder. This is the ice color. And I prefer powder over grease on my eyes like this because grease paint just gets in the creases on the eyes. And if I don't have to use it, I don't want to. So you can use your clown white grease paint on your face, or you can use just a basic white eyeshadow. So when you're ready, let's go. I'm just gonna get a little bit of this white on here and just start inside the corner of my eye and work my way up toward the top of my eyebrow. Wow, that was a lot. This looks great already. So I do want to make sure that there's some emphasis here on the outside of the eye. So I'm just going to add a little bit more, but we're not bringing it up too high. Just right to your eyebrow. Perfect. Next eye, start down in the corner and slowly just pull your way up to the other side. What I like about the simple clown makeup looks is, first of all, the amount of time that you save doing your makeup, but also just that it doesn't really have to be perfect. You can pretty much just slap this on and it's gonna look awesome once everything comes together, which is helpful because I'm telling you, I am a perfectionist, and that is really a pain in the butt when you're doing makeup. Okay, boom. We've got the shadow on the eyes, looking great. Next, let's just keep going with the eye and let's move to eyeliner. So you can either use an eyeliner pen or you can use grease paint. You're gonna wanna use one of your thinner liner brushes. And then let's just get this into the black grease paint. Something that's helpful to have around when you're doing makeup is a little wet wipe. Definitely helpful. So I've got black grease paint on this brush because I don't want to make a splotchy mess on my face. I'm just going to take a little bit off on this wipe. Perfect. When we look at this picture with the eyeliner, you can see that it's just coming out and down to meet that. So let's actually start with the bottom eyelid and just pull it right out to the edge. Woo, I always get nervous doing eyeliner. Sometimes it's perfect, sometimes it is a disaster. Starting from just underneath the eye, but on the outside of the dark of my eyeball, you're just gonna press it down and then gently pull it out to the side. And then just gently allow the weight to come out of your brush. So that was actually like perfect. Let's do that same thing on the other side. A little more grease paint, maybe roll it off on the white napkin. Go to just to the outside of the dark of your eye, place that brush right underneath, press, and just pull in a straight line out, and then gently let the weight lift up. We're off to a good start so far. I'm happy about it. Okay, now we're gonna go to the top of the eyelid. We're just gonna pull it down to meet this edge. So placing this right on the tip of my lid and pulling to meet the corner. And just do whatever you gotta to even that out and make it look good. Really less about the top liner, so I'm gonna try to like thin this out a little bit. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but we're getting there. Same thing other side. Right on top of your eyelid, press and pull down and bring it to meet the other line. So I went just a little bit too thick on this side, and now I'm just gonna even it out on the other side, because evening it out is easier than wiping it all away and restarting. Once you have your eyeliner just how you want it, we're gonna go straight to the setting powder and just get the top and the bottom, and that is gonna help prevent this from smearing all over your eyes while we do the makeup on the rest of the face. Then, once you get your brush, it's important to go really gently over it, because if you ever have grease paint just a little too thick and then you try to brush setting powder off of it, it's gonna smear. Trust me. All right, now moving on to these little triangles beneath the eyes. So get some more black grease paint on your brush, and then do a little smile and see where your creases are. Shoot. And see where your creases are, and then from there, that's where I want you to make the top line of the triangle, okay? So right here, I'm just gonna make a little line. And over here, I'm gonna make a little line. Perfect. Now, from these lines, we're gonna make a line that goes straight down. So right from the center of that, and then just pull it down your face. Right to about the bottom of your nose. Perfect. Okay. From here, from the bottom of your triangle, you're gonna go to this bottom point and you're gonna pull it up to meet the outside of this one. And I'm just gonna make that a little longer. Okay. Press and a pull. Same thing other side, a press and a pull. Not bad. And then just fill in that triangle. Do. Perfect. Let's get the other side, a little more grease paint. Okay, a press and a pull. Okay, that one didn't work out so great, but that's okay. We're gonna fix it. Okay, these are cute, they're simple, they're not too big, they're not too small. We move on. Now, let's go for this eyebrow, which I love a sad eyebrow, okay? So, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start at the top right here. Maybe I'm just gonna actually take off a little bit of the excess. And we're gonna start at the top and just whoop, follow the line just like in the picture. All right, here we go. So starting just a little bit above my eyebrow, giving myself space for a drama emphasis. We're almost there. Okay, other side. Pretty basic, pretty good. I think I'm just gonna thicken them a little bit more. Yeah, thickening it definitely brings the drama. Okay, so as you can see, I messed up this one quite a bit. And what I'm gonna do to fix this, I'm gonna take an angled brush and I'm just gonna get a little spit on it. And then I'm gonna find the point in which I want to clean it up, which is maybe a little bit underneath, and just follow that line a little bit. And definitely on the edge here. Follow that line down. Go from underneath. Follow the line down. Yeah, it's good. Okay. It's important to know when to move on because it's easy to get stuck trying to perfect everything. Okay, cuties, let's move on to the mouth. So, I want you to get an angled brush for your clown white. And what we're gonna do is we're first going to use the white to shape out this little frowny oval. Okay, so starting just a little bit above the lip, because we want to give room for doing black line on the outside of this. And it's gonna come down the face, down the face. And then it's gonna slowly go up again a little bit. All right, let's see how that works with this little connect the dots here. So starting on the top. Not too bad. We might need to make this a little bigger. Let's go on the other side. Now, let's fill this in, Let's just paint it in. We're also going to paint just the bottom lip white. This is so great. Before we move on to any black lines, again, setting powder, and quite a bit of it, I really recommend just like packing it on, okay? Here we go. I recommend also holding your breath. Great. Now let's get the brush. I'm loving this. We're almost there. Let's go back to your brush with the black grease paint on it. And now we're gonna make a really nice line on the outside of this and then also paint our top lip black, okay? Ready to rock and roll? Brush into black paint because this is a fine line. I'm going to take the excess off just with a little roll right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna start at the top and go down and around and then go to the other side, down and around. Here we go. Okay, now I messed up just a little bit on the top right here. It's a little thicker than I want it to be and a little higher. So again, I'm coming back to this angled brush, a little bit of spit, and then I'm just gonna whoop, add a little pressure as I whoop, and that's gonna help clean this up. Not bad. Okay, let's go to the top lip now. So, not only is the top lip painted, but there's a little black line on each side that we're just gonna overextend from our lip a little bit. Okay, let's set this. A lot of setting powder, guys. Let's go. Let's make sure this sticks. But also like gentle pats, you know? Mm-hmm. This is perfect and I love it. Okay, next, let's go for our red nose. We're almost there. I've got some Ben Nye red grease paint. It's a fresh cut color. So I'm gonna find a brush that I wanna do red with. Can do an angled brush, can do a liner brush. And I'm just gonna start on the outside of my nose and drag it across. So right down here. Just fill it in the best that you can. You know what I'm thinking about? I'm hungry. And I've been in Thailand, northern Thailand, for about 8 months. And I'm ready for some Mexican food. You know, some LA Mexican food. Oh my god, some delicious vegan tacos. Yum. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Alright, so there's no need to like go up inside of your nose, but I do like to just like get the outside edge a little bit. Alrighty. This is coming together fine. For me, I hope it is for you too. Wow. A red nose just really pulls the whole look together. Okay, we're gonna do setting powder, nose, triangles, eyebrows. Let's go, cuties. All right, gently dust this away. All right. Now they don't have lashes. Let's see if I want some lashes or not. Let's see what this would do to the look. Yes, we're doing lashes. I'm doing lashes. You don't have to, I'm doing lashes. You're gonna need eyelash glue, a tiny Q-tip, and your lashes. What's gonna happen? Just a little bit of glue on, to the Q-tip, okay? Then I want you to grab an eyelash, and we are just gonna apply not too much, not excess, that's for sure. Just drag a little bit, that way you see a little coat of glue on this. Get those corner pieces too, they can be stubborn. And then what we're gonna do is just touch this in the place that you want it to go. So I'm gonna start from the corner of my eye, and I'm gonna press it all the way down. Yep, okay. I've got the glue off of this and onto where I want it on my eye. I'm placing this lash down, moving on to the other lash. Get the glue, and then just glide it up, but not in excess. If you see that there's excess, try your best to take it off, because otherwise you're just gonna have a big mushy sticky mess on your face. Okay, same thing, just touching it to my eye. And put it down. Go straight back to that first lash and apply it without doing anything else to it. Stick it to the corner of your eye. Follow the line that you want it to. And then I just kind of like to grab across and press a little firmly, and it stays. Would you believe it? Next eyelash. Right here in the corner. And slowly glide it across. All right, cuties. We've done it. We're sad clown. As you can see, this look does not take a very long time. You don't need to be super skilled to be able to do it, and it's simple to clean up mistakes, which is great. We love that. I am pretty darn happy with how this turned out. Woohoo! Woohoo! I hope you enjoyed doing your makeup with me today. Tell me in the comments how your journey was. Where did you get stuck, or did it flow? Were you like, you know, how did it turn out? Are you happy with how it turned out on the first try? Let me know. Now you're ready to go have some fun, or to be sad. Alrighty, thanks for doing your makeup with me today, cuties. Bye.